Dear chosen ones, what I am about to share with you is not random. If you are here, it's because God Himself has led you to this moment. Take a deep breath, this is a divine appointment. The waiting, the uncertainty, the silent prayers you whispered in the dark, God has heard them all. And now, He is answering in a way that will leave you speechless. The financial breakthrough you have been longing for is not just a distant hope, it is already unfolding. The season of struggle is coming to an end, and abundance is stepping in to take its place. You may have wondered if God was listening, if He saw the sacrifices you made, the nights you spent in worry. Let me tell you, He has seen every tear, every act of faith, and every moment you chose to trust in Him despite the circumstances. And now, He is about to reveal His love for you in a way that no one will be able to deny. What's coming is not just provision, it's a testimony. God is not only meeting your needs, He is elevating you, setting you apart, and positioning you to walk in divine favor. If you're ready to step into this new season, if you believe that God's timing is now, then take a moment to activate this message in your life. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and comment 999 below as a declaration of faith. This number is not just a symbol, it is an act of agreement, a way of saying, I receive this blessing. When we declare something in faith, we align ourselves with God's will, and the heavens respond. Tell me, have you ever had a moment when you just knew God was about to move in your life? If so, share it in the comments. I would love to hear how God has already shown His faithfulness to you. Your testimony can inspire someone else who is waiting for their miracle. And if you are still waiting, hold on, because what's coming is far greater than what you have imagined. Let's dive into this message together. The best is yet to come. You have walked through the fire. The weight of financial burdens, the sleepless nights filled with anxiety, and the moments of feeling stuck with no way out, God has seen it all. He knows the silent cries of your heart, the prayers you whispered when no one else was listening. Every tear you shed, every time you felt like giving up, He was there. You may have wondered if He noticed, if He cared, if He was truly working behind the scenes. Let me assure you, He has never left you. And now, the waiting season is over. For too long, you have felt trapped in cycles of financial struggle, constantly trying to make ends meet, wondering when things would finally change. It seemed like every time you made a little progress, something would happen to set you back. But hear this today, your season of struggle is ending. The time of lack is closing, and a time of divine abundance is beginning. This is not just hopeful thinking, this is a prophetic shift that is taking place in your life right now. Can you feel it? Something in your spirit is stirring. It's that inner knowing that change is happening. The old doors that were once shut tight are now creaking open, and soon, they will swing wide in a way that will leave you in awe. This is the moment you have been praying for. Your breakthrough is not just near, it is here. God is moving. The very things that once held you back, debt, lack, rejection, closed opportunities, are being removed from your path. Deuteronomy 28 verse 12 declares, "The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of His bounty, to send rain on your land in season and to bless all the work of your hands." This is happening now, the storehouses of heaven are opening over your life. And when God releases a blessing, no force on earth can stop it. But let's pause for a moment. Do you believe this? Are you ready to receive it? Because faith is the key to unlocking what God has already set in motion. If you are ready to step into this new season, declare it in the comments right now. Type, "I receive my breakthrough," as an act of faith. The words you speak have power, use them to claim what is yours. Take a moment to reflect. Has there ever been a time in your life when God showed up in an unexpected way? When He provided for you just in time, or made a way where there seemed to be no way? Share your story in the comments. Your testimony could be the very encouragement someone else needs today. This is a pivotal moment. The season of struggle has served its purpose. It has shaped you, strengthened you, and prepared you for what's coming next. Now, it's time to embrace the abundance God has been preparing for you all along. Get ready, because the miracle is already in motion. You were never meant to live in lack. God did not create you to struggle indefinitely, He created you to thrive. The difficulties you've faced were never meant to define you, they were meant to prepare you. Every moment of financial hardship, every season of uncertainty, and every time you felt like you were barely making it was not the end of your story, it was the groundwork for your breakthrough. Think of a seed. Before it grows into something great, it is buried in the dark, hidden beneath the soil, seemingly forgotten. But deep within, transformation is happening. The roots begin to grow, strength is being built, and at just the right moment, the seed breaks through the ground and reaches toward the sky. That is exactly what is happening in your life right now. You may have felt buried, but in reality, you have been planted. And now, the time for growth, expansion, and abundance has come. Psalm 1 verse 3 declares, "That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither, whatever they do prospers." That promise is for you. Your season of bearing fruit, of financial abundance, of divine provision is here. Are you ready to step into it? Do you truly believe that God has already prepared a season of overflow for you? If you do, declare it in the comments. Type, "My season of abundance has arrived." Speak it, claim it, activate your faith. And I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a moment when God provided for you unexpectedly? Maybe a financial breakthrough, an opportunity that came out of nowhere, or a blessing at the perfect time. Share your testimony in the comments. Your story could be the encouragement that someone else needs today. No more lack. No more just getting by. No more worrying about tomorrow. The God who owns the heavens and the earth has already planned your breakthrough, and nothing can stop what He has set in motion. Get ready, your season of abundance has begun. Right now, something extraordinary is happening. God is moving in your life, even if you can't see it yet. The financial struggles, the uncertainty, the feeling of being stuck, it's all shifting in the unseen realm. The job you've been waiting for, the business breakthrough you've been praying for, the unexpected opportunity that seemed impossible, they are already being prepared for you. This is not just wishful thinking. This is God's divine plan unfolding. Think about the story of the widow and the jar of oil in 2 Kings 4 verses 1 to 7. She was desperate, on the verge of losing everything. But when she followed God's instruction through the prophet Elisha, her small jar of oil began to multiply. It didn't happen because she had enough oil, it happened because she had enough faith. She kept pouring, and as long as she believed, the oil never ran out. What if the same miracle is happening in your life right now? What if the resources, the breakthrough, and the financial blessings are already set in motion, waiting for you to step into them? The key to unlocking this outpouring is faith. Just like the widow had to start pouring before she saw the increase, God is asking you to believe before you see the full manifestation. He's not just giving you enough to get by, He's setting you up for overflow. Can you feel it? Can you sense that something is shifting? This is the moment to declare your faith boldly. If you believe that God is turning your situation around, type, "My miracle is on its way," in the comments. Speak it over your life because your words have power. When you align your faith with God's promises, miracles happen. Has God ever provided for you in a way you didn't expect? Maybe a financial blessing, a job opportunity, or an unexpected breakthrough arrived just in time. Share your testimony in the comments. Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. You never know how your testimony might strengthen someone else's faith. Even if you can't see it yet, the oil is already flowing. God is multiplying what you have, preparing doors to open, and aligning everything perfectly. The provision you need is already on its way. The opportunities you've been praying for are being released. The outpouring has begun. Stay expectant, stay in faith, because the miracle you've been waiting for is already in motion. Something incredible is about to happen in your life. The season of barely getting by is over. No more scraping, no more worrying about how to make ends meet. God is unlocking a new realm of abundance for you. The doors of prosperity are opening, and nothing and no one can stop what He has planned for you. For too long, you have lived with financial burdens. Maybe you felt like no matter how hard you worked, it was never enough. But today, the shift begins. Just as the Israelites wandered in the desert for 40 years before stepping into the promised land, your time in the wilderness is ending. You are about to walk into a land flowing with milk and honey, a life of peace, provision, and prosperity. Isaiah 60 verse 22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." This is that time. God has set divine appointments for your financial breakthrough, new opportunities, unexpected promotions, and blessings you never saw coming. You won't have to force it. God is orchestrating everything perfectly. And here's something even more powerful: your transformation will be undeniable. Those who once doubted you, who looked down on you because of your financial struggles, will have to watch as God elevates you to a new level. Your success will be so great that no one will be able to deny the hand of God over your life. Can you imagine what it will feel like to wake up without financial stress? To know that your needs are covered, your family is secure, and you have more than enough. That reality is coming. Do you believe that God has already opened the doors for your abundance? If you do, type, "My season of abundance is here," in the comments. Declare it over your life. Your words have power, and when you align them with faith, things begin to shift. Has God ever surprised you with an unexpected financial blessing? Share your testimony in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to strengthen their faith today. Get ready, because the floodgates are opening. Abundance is no longer a distant dream, it's your new reality. Stay expectant, keep your faith strong, and watch as God moves in ways beyond your imagination. Something extraordinary is unfolding in your life right now. This isn't just another job or career move, this is the work that God Himself has prepared for you. The kind of work that not only provides but overflows. The kind of work that aligns with your divine purpose and brings prosperity beyond your imagination. For so long, you have labored, feeling like your efforts were overlooked. Perhaps you have applied for countless jobs, worked tirelessly with little reward, or even started businesses that never took off. But now, the waiting is over. The doors that once remained shut are swinging open. New opportunities are about to present themselves in ways that will leave you in awe. God has been preparing something tailor-made just for you. Deuteronomy 28 verse 12 declares, "The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of His bounty, to bless all the work of your hands." That means this isn't just a random opportunity, this is divine positioning. Your new job, business, or calling will not be ordinary, it will be the key to your financial breakthrough. You might be wondering, but how will it happen? Where will this opportunity come from? That's the beauty of God's plan, you don't have to figure it out. Just as He sent a raven to feed Elijah, 1 Kings 17 verse 4, just as He provided a ram for Abraham, Genesis 22 verse 13, He has already set things in motion for you. You won't have to chase opportunities, they will come to you in ways you never expected. And here's something even more powerful: those who once doubted you, abandoned you, or overlooked you will be astonished. The same people who dismissed your dreams will see the transformation in your life and have no choice but to acknowledge the hand of God at work. Your financial shift will be so undeniable that even your skeptics will be forced to witness God's favor upon you. Can you feel it? Do you believe that God has a divine assignment prepared just for you? If you do, type, "I am ready for my divine opportunity," in the comments. Declare it boldly. When you speak it, you activate the power of faith. Has God ever opened a door for you in an unexpected way? Share your story in the comments. Your testimony can encourage someone else to keep believing. This is more than just a season of change, this is your season of elevation. Stay expectant. Stay faithful. Because what's coming next will completely transform your financial destiny. Get ready, because your divine opportunity is here. Something extraordinary is happening in your financial life. The season of limitations is over. The doors of abundance are opening, and God is erasing every financial restriction that once held you back. For too long, you've been in survival mode, just barely getting by. You've worked tirelessly, stretched every dollar, and prayed for a breakthrough. But now, something is shifting. This is not just another opportunity, it's a divine transformation. You are moving from financial stress to financial stability, from lack to overflow, from just making it through the month to living in divine abundance. Philippians 4 verse 19 assures us, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus." This means you are not meant to live in scarcity. God's provision is not just enough, it is more than enough. The same God who provided manna in the desert, who multiplied the loaves and fishes, is the same God who is about to pour blessings into your life in ways you never expected. But can you receive it? Can you shift your mindset from just enough to more than enough? Can you believe that God doesn't want you to struggle, He wants you to thrive? This is your divine moment of expansion. No more thinking small. No more settling. The resources you need, the opportunities you've been waiting for, they are already in motion, coming towards you right now. Type, "I receive my abundance," in the comments if you are ready to walk in financial freedom. Declare it boldly. When you declare, you activate. And I want to ask you, have you ever experienced a moment when God provided for you unexpectedly? A time when money showed up just when you needed it? Share your testimony in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else who is waiting for their breakthrough. The days of financial hardship are ending. You are stepping into a season where you will not only be blessed, but you will also become a blessing. Get ready, because this is the beginning of your financial transformation. The rain of blessings is pouring down upon you. Can you feel it? Can you sense the shift in the atmosphere? God is showing His love for you in ways beyond what you could imagine. This is not just another moment, it is a divine outpouring of supernatural provision. For too long, you've carried the weight of financial stress, wondering when relief would come. But today, God is saying, "I am your provider. I am your source. And I will take care of you." Just as He provided manna from heaven to sustain the Israelites in the wilderness, Exodus 16 verse 4, so too will He provide for you. They didn't have to toil for it. They didn't have to worry about where their next meal would come from. God sent what they needed, exactly when they needed it. And He will do the same for you. You may not see it yet, but your breakthrough is already in motion. Doors are opening behind the scenes. The financial blessing that seemed impossible is already on its way. Even when the numbers don't add up, even when your situation seems uncertain, God is still in control. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, Psalm 50 verse 10. He is the God of more than enough, 2 Corinthians 9 verse 8. He is not just giving you the bare minimum, He is preparing an abundant overflow. But here's the key, will you receive it? Will you open your hands and let go of doubt? Will you allow God to pour into your life without questioning His timing? The rain of blessings is falling, but you must be ready to step into it. Declare it boldly, "I receive my divine blessings." Let this be a public declaration of your faith. And tell me, have you ever experienced a moment where God provided for you in an unexpected way? A time when a financial blessing, an opportunity, or an answered prayer arrived just when you needed it most? Share your testimony in the comments. Your story might be the confirmation someone else is waiting for. This is your season. The rain of blessings is here, step into it with faith and expectation. Are you ready? The doors for the chosen ones are opening wider than ever before. This is not a time for survival, it is a time for divine elevation. You were not created to simply work for a living, barely making ends meet. You were designed for abundance, for impact, and for a life that glorifies God's goodness. His plan has never been for you to struggle in lack, but to walk in the fullness of His provision. God is moving in ways you may not yet see. He is aligning the right people, the right moments, and the right opportunities to propel you into the wealth and purpose He has prepared for you. Remember how Joseph went from the pit to the palace. He didn't orchestrate his own rise to power. God placed the right people in his path, from the prison guard to Pharaoh himself, Genesis 41 verses 39 to 41. In the same way, divine connections are being arranged for you. There are doors opening that no man can shut, Revelation 3 verse 8. Opportunities that you once thought were out of reach are now becoming possible. The promotions, the business breakthroughs, the financial freedom, they are all a part of the path God has designed for you. All you need to do is trust and walk through them with faith. The hesitation, the fear, the doubt, leave them behind. When God opens a door, it is meant for you to walk through boldly. What if the next conversation you have is the one that changes everything? What if the person you meet tomorrow is the connection that leads you to your breakthrough? God is working, even in the small moments, to lead you into your destiny. Are you ready to embrace it? Declare it now, I am stepping into the doors God has opened for me. Say it with conviction and let your faith activate what is already in motion. And tell me, have you ever experienced a moment where an opportunity came at just the right time? A door you didn't expect suddenly opened? Share your story in the comments. Your testimony could inspire someone else to trust in God's perfect timing. This is your season. The doors are open. Will you walk through them? You are stepping into a brand new season, a season of financial freedom, divine provision, and unshakable peace. The days of worry, anxiety, and uncertainty are behind you. No longer will you lose sleep over unpaid bills or feel the weight of financial burdens pressing down on you. God is rewriting your story, turning your struggles into testimonies of His faithfulness. This is not just about financial gain, it is about a complete transformation of your life. God is not only blessing you with wealth, but He is making you a vessel of abundance, a source of blessing for others. Proverbs 10 verse 22 says, "The blessing of the Lord makes one rich, and He adds no sorrow with it." What you are receiving is not temporary, fleeting wealth. It is the kind of prosperity that carries purpose, peace, and joy. Think about this. What if your wealth was never meant just for you? What if it was part of God's grand design to uplift others through you? The same way He blessed Abraham and made him a father of many nations, Genesis 12 verses 2 to 3, He is now positioning you as a channel of His goodness. Your prosperity will not just change your life, but it will impact your family, your community, and even generations to come. Can you imagine waking up every morning knowing that you have more than enough? That instead of struggling to survive, you have the resources to help others rise? That you are not just receiving, but giving in a way that transforms lives? This is the kind of blessing God is releasing over you. This is your inheritance as His chosen one. Are you ready to step into this promise? Do you believe that God is turning your financial story around? Declare it in the comments, I receive my season of divine abundance. Let this be your statement of faith, activating the miraculous provision that is already on its way to you. Your time has come. The chains are broken. The past is behind you. Walk boldly into the future God has prepared for you. Your season of harvest has arrived. The prayers you whispered through tears, the faith you held on to even when nothing seemed to change, the sacrifices you made in obedience, God has seen it all. And now, He is rewarding your faithfulness in ways that will leave you in awe. Psalm 126 verse 5 declares, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy." What you once labored for in pain, you will now receive in abundance, not by struggle, but by divine favor. Doors you never expected to open will swing wide. Opportunities will appear suddenly, effortlessly. The delays you once faced will be replaced by acceleration. This is not just about money, it is about a complete transformation of your life. God is bringing you into a season where peace overflows, health is restored, and purpose becomes clearer than ever before. Your financial increase is just one part of the abundant life He has prepared for you. Think about Joseph. He was betrayed, falsely accused, and forgotten in prison. But in one divine moment, God elevated him from the lowest point to the highest position in Egypt, Genesis 41 verses 41 to 43. What if your struggles have been preparing you for something greater? What if your waiting was never about delay, but about positioning? Just like Joseph, you are stepping into a time where every tear, every moment of endurance, and every test will turn into an undeniable testimony of God's provision. Are you ready for your season of overflow? Are you prepared to step into the blessings that have been stored up for you? If you believe this is your time, declare it, my harvest season is here. Let the world and the heavens hear your faith. Drop a comment below and testify that you are stepping into abundance. Your obedience, your faithfulness, your endurance, they were never in vain. God is about to show you what happens when He rewards those who trust in Him. This is your moment. Receive it. Walk in it. Watch as everything begins to shift in your favor. You no longer need to worry, God is already at work. The very things that once caused you anxiety, the burdens that felt too heavy to carry, are now in His hands. The doors that seemed permanently closed are beginning to open. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is not a distant hope, it is here. Isaiah 43 verse 19 reminds us, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it?" God is moving, and nothing can stop what He has planned for you. This is your confirmation. The delays, the struggles, and the waiting season were never signs of God's absence, they were preparation for something greater. If you've ever doubted whether God hears you, let this be your reassurance, He has always been listening. He has always been working behind the scenes, aligning the right opportunities, the right people, and the right timing. Now, He is revealing His divine plan in your life. Have you ever witnessed God's hand in your life? Have you experienced a moment when things miraculously turned around, when provision came from nowhere, when peace flooded your heart despite the chaos? Share your testimony in the comments below. Your story might be the encouragement someone else desperately needs. This is not just a message, it's an invitation to step into faith. Don't keep this breakthrough to yourself, spread the blessing. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and share this message so others can receive the encouragement they need. Let's create a wave of faith, a movement of believers standing together in expectation of God's promises. Your miracle is not just coming, it has arrived. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that the best is yet to come. God's favor is upon you, and nothing will ever be the same again.